Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Perry, and you are watching MadameNoire. Well, it was part of a number of tweets, and so let's start there. And it was simply saying that these boys, some of them, decided that they wanted to get a shape up. I mean, that's really what it was. And what happened was people who want more clicks figured they could get them on my back, so they took something that I didn't say. They said something and turned it into something I never said, thought, or felt. Then they bastardized that into me somehow saying that I wanted to take their blackness from them. Then they keep going and say that I'm trying. This is the sick culture of the internet. This is, and what's even worse, we talking about college professors who ought to be embarrassed. To question me and my commitment to my black community when I'm there with black kids? What the hell are you talking about? I'm 20 years in the game, little homie. Like, you just showed up to this. And you work at an all-white college. Fall back. I run black schools in the hood. I'm not worried about what's in somebody's head. I don't care what somebody puts on the top of their head. And how could I? And here's the final part is, how sick is this of a diversion at a time such as this? When even if you thought I said it, which I didn't, do you really care? Like, y'all are tripping over me like that? I really mean that much to you that you worry about what I tweet? There's 50,000 tweets. And none of them who took the time to even write, what's funny is these clowns actually wrote blogs on this. Like, this is during the same week that the worst massacre in American history occurred. The same weekend. It was the same weekend. At no point did they pull up and say, you know what? Or when students of mine said, actually, that's not true. That's not how he feels. I went to his school, graduated, have 2 degrees now, had braids the entire time. He never said anything to me about it. So they didn't go back and say, hey, you know what? We're going to recount that. We were wrong. We misread 140 characters. We took it and turned it into something it was not. And then they didn't tell their own story, which is why they're doing it. A lot of these cats work with the unions. And, you know, when it comes down to it, everybody knows me and the unions, we ain't cool because they hurt my kids. And every time they hurt my kids by putting somebody in front of my children who they know can't teach, doesn't care about my kids, and in some cases literally caused harm, abused our children, literally abused our children. And that person, we got to fight 2 years to get them removed. And in many cases, can't even get them removed. So they need a black person to come at me. So a couple of these black men signed up. And one of them came to something I did this morning. He got his feelings hurt.
Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting Madame Noire's YouTube channel. For more Did Y'all See, click here. For celebrity interviews, click here. And for our new series, Ask a Black Man in Los Angeles, click here. And as always, subscribe.